Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage, all got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered, where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. What them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goals regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the Jews life taught you. It's on you, tell the truth.
Hi, everybody. With On the Streets Where podcast. If you support you, we will support you. And I don't know what just happened. So if you support you, we will support you. I had an echo. I was trying to do live on Instagram, and I had not done it yet. And it says I have to go live here first, then live on the Instagram and play my music. And it was double playing my music, which was odd. I'm going to figure this out eventually.
You got it.
I'm getting it. It may repeat itself. That's okay. It's my first time trying it like this. I'm going to figure this out, though. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Good. So, you want to tell everybody about yourself real quick?
Well, my name is Cliff Tomlin. I'm 40. I'm a Capricorn. I really don't follow the signs much, but you know, people do. So I am. So my birthday is coming up soon. Just about this journey though, I live in Cali too. Out here in Cali, where the fruits are very expensive. I hear a lot of other people in other places talk about how they, when they get their fruit, and over here, I'm like, dang, I wish I could get that much for what I pay over here. But yeah, I'm in Cali. It's cool though. I love it. For as far as this journey goes, I've been doing it for a little over 5 months. Since July 12th, I started. Before that, I was doing whatever, eating everything, eating meat, eating cheese, bread, milk, whatever you want, I ate it all. And I just came to a point where I had to say, you know what, there just has to come a time, when you're just tired of it and you want to change. And that change came July 12th. And here I am at this point, ready to keep going in this journey till forever. Feeling good.
That's wonderful. So how much have you lost since you changed your whole eating habits?
Well, I just saw today that I lost 140 pounds.
Can you forgive your brother?
So since July, been 140 pounds. Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I can't complain at all.
That's amazing, though. So how difficult was it for you?
The journey in the beginning, probably like anything else, was very, very, very difficult. Even just to start, it was, I found out that I was having health issues years ago. And, I was up and down trying to do all these kind of different diets and nothing was just consistent. So even from years to now trying to start, it was difficult. Like it took me 3-4 years to actually really get a plan and a routine and really have the mind strength to start it. So it was difficult from the beginning. I know how hard it is, but you just have to set up in yourself, like, I don't care. I don't care what's gonna happen. I have to do this. You know what I mean? So
That's right. That's right.
and
I'm proud of you.
I had moments where I'm just looking at stuff online. I'm looking at TikTok, looking at people making food, and I'm like, oh my God, I want that right now. You know, all the cravings I had. I was craving seafood real bad. I was craving Mexican food was my favorite kind of food. I was craving that real bad. Had all these cravings, but in my mind, I just had to say, nah, that's not it. You know, that's
Yeah.
not what I need. That's not what I want. Well, it was what I wanted, but um, I just knew that my body needed something different, and I had to go with that. You know, so
So
it's very difficult though. So when people talk about how difficult it is and it's hard for them to start and they keep trying and trying over and over 3, 4, 5 times, I get it. I'm with you. Like I know, but it's a point when you just have to you just have to fortify your mind and say forget it.
so what I learned, because I want to say almost 2 years ago now, I did a 40-day fast, and what I learned was that the first 4 days were the roughest for me. The first 4 days,
Okay. Yeah.
I felt like I was going through detox of withdrawals from
Yeah.
drugs.
Most
Uh,
definitely.
I was getting hallucinating. I was panic, like sweating, hot, cold flashes, shaking, and it's just getting all the toxins out of my body. And you
Absolutely.
don't realize how much that food impacts on you and all the poison that we put within ourselves until we start detoxifying.
Yeah.
And it
It
really
really.
starts with your mind, because it's
Yeah.
something you can't do it unless you're really prepared to do it mentally.
Absolutely. No, food. It really is a drug. Like you said, you was having shaking and feeling. You know what I mean? All this different stuff, and that's exactly how you feel. I'm sure when you come off of a lot of other drugs. So it's a drug. Like and like you said, I was having different symptoms too. I was like stomach pains and dizziness. Sometimes a lot of different stuff, and man, it's just because I'm releasing all of the stuff that I had inside
Yeah.
me that's not supposed to be there. So
And
yeah,
you know what
it's
I found out what they said too is that they said that the worms will pee inside your body,
oh,
which will cause you to be sick,
I saw that.
feeling sick.
I
Yeah,
saw,
and that's all that is that the worms are trying to get you to eat that stuff.
I
That
saw that. Well,
yeah,
you think about it, and I mean, we have to, go to the bathroom and do things. Well, worms are living organisms, so they have to do the same thing, and they're inside of your body doing that. So imagine all of the toxins and stuff that they release inside of you that's not supposed to be there.
and I really want people to have an understanding that it's more than just about what you eat. It's about how much you eat, how often you eat,
Absolutely.
and, and it's about why you're eating. Honestly, it's all about why you're eating. Now, if you're
Yeah.
eating for pleasure, you're not going to get that fulfillment.
Oh, absolutely not.
And
Absolutely
if
not.
you're eating to suppress something or to try to sustain something, you're not going to get that pleasure, because it
Right.
lets out those endorphins in your body and the dopamines that you need that will fuel you.
Right. Right.
And
Absolutely.
people don't realize that. They think, okay, well, I only ate once today, but I ate a whole pizza.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. Yeah. A whole pizza and a 2 liter of Pepsi or whatever else. That was me. Um, yeah, it is. It really goes. Like I used to eat for pleasure. Oh, that smells good, so I want it. Or a lot of people, I mean, including myself, I used to eat for reward.
Yeah.
Oh, I did something good happen for me. Let's eat. Or whatever the case may be. But that's not what food is for. Food is for energy, electricity in your body. Food is to hydrate you. Food is just to bring your frequency up. And that's what I've learned. Like food is so much more than just there for a pleasure kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's mind altering. It's completely life altering, really. Um, because I believe that I was on my way to death, but now I am on my way to more life. You know, I'm not completely there all the way, but I'm getting there, and I will get there because of how I eat and how I think about what I eat.
And I don't know if you can agree with this or not, and I apologize. I don't know if you can agree with this or not. I feel better about myself and I love myself more because I was able to be determined and had that discipline.
Yes. It's a whole change. It's just a whole change. Once you because for people, this is one of the, if not the main hardest thing to do. You know what I mean? To switch how you eat food, because it's everywhere, you know, it's everywhere. And it's such a hard thing for everybody to do. But once you're able to do that, you notice in your mind, like, if I could do this, then what else is available to my knowledge of doing? You know, what else can I be able to do? And it just opens up your mind to know, like, oh, I could do a lot. I could do it all, you know? I just literally lost 140 pounds in 5 months. Like,
you know, and what I love most is that I too am a Capricorn. Mine's coming up too. I don't celebrate it. Mine's coming up on New Year's Eve. So I too am a Capricorn. And once we put our mind to something, there's no changing it.
Right.
Because we decided.
Yeah. People tell me all the time, like, whenever you do something, you always just go full steam ahead and you go straight into it. And when I look back, I do, you know. So yeah, that's true. That's really true.
And the thing is, people gotta want to do better with themselves, for real. And that's the whole title, is do better. And people really have to want to, because at the end of the day, you'll never stop no addiction, no craving, no nothing until it's something you want to do. And do it for you, do it because you want to, and do it because you can.
Absolutely.
Do it because it matters. Do it because you probably have no choice, because at the end of the day, we need to love ourselves, because if we can't love ourselves, there's no way we can love anyone else.
And it can't be like a halfway back of the mind want. No. It has to be like right there. It has to be, every day I wake up, I want this and I need this for me right now. And it has to be something that you're thinking about constantly, or it's just, you know, it's so easy to sway and so easy to fall off and so easy to turn back to whatever you knew before. Because that's what's comforting. That's what's there. That's what's always been there for you. You know, it's so easy. So it has to be like, this is it. This is it right now. This is what I want. This is what I'm on, and this is what I'm gonna do. And it has to be that until you're able to be strong enough in your mind to, you know, kind of, okay, I'm gonna ease up a little bit, but still keep moving forward with it.
And the thing is, I want to introduce grandson here. Let him say who he is, and then I'm gonna have him read the comments, because people are chatting away. I don't know if you can see the comments down at the bottom. You go to more.
I think I can hit on them and see them. Yeah.
You can go to more and you can see the comments, and then.
Okay, I see them.
Okay, so this is grandson. Grandson, introduce yourself.
I'm Marley. I'm 9.
That's it. That's fine. You're Marley.
No.
That's okay. Read the comments.
Real Me says, will you join me? You have Miss Manny, I think it is, Manny. Harden says, hey.
Keep going.
Monica Rodriguez says, amazing. Yes, this is a pretty darn good episode.
Left for a minute, but I'm back.
Okay.
Nicole loves says, blessings. Cliff, God bless you on your journey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Donna LaFall says, amazing. Yes, it is very amazing. Nicole actually has a question.
Okay.
Cliff, what is your end goal?
As far as weight, I'm probably pretty close to where I want to be. A lot of my family and friends say, "Oh, you need to stop. You need to stop where you at." But as far as weight, I'm pretty close to where I want to be. Probably another 20, 25. Maybe I will see. I mean, I don't really have a goal, but as far as my whole journey, I plan to do raw forever. I'm fruitarian right now, and I plan to add veggies in, you know what I mean, and go probably 80-20, still more fruit than vegetables. But I plan to do that, and I just plan to do this forever, man. It's there's so much that it's done for me, and so much that I've seen in just this short period of time. It's like, why would I want to do anything else? Why would I want to go backwards? There's no reason for me to want to even do that. I've been healed. I've reversed diabetes. It's just so much that happened to my health and from my life that why would I want to go backwards? So I plan on doing this forever, you know.
So I have a question for you. I noticed that a lot of people, and I don't know, they're not really haters, but whatever. I noticed a lot of people are saying, man, you looked better when you were bigger. Now you're looking too skinny. Now you're too small. Like,
you know, that's
what's wrong with you? Like, you need to eat something. You look like you're sick.
I mean, that's subjective. You know what I mean? The real stuff that's going on is how's my health?
Yeah.
Well, how do I feel? How is my mentality? How is my mind? Is my mind still there? Can I still think clearly? Can I still can I do, like they're talking about? I look better then. I could barely bend over to tie my shoe without, you know, I had to take a breath and hold it in to bend over and tie my shoe. You know, I couldn't lift my leg a certain, you know what I mean? There's so many different things that I couldn't do, but I look better. Like, I didn't feel better. I wasn't better. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it. I understand, you know, people have their own opinions on what they like to see in someone, but I mean, I'm healthy. I feel good. And that's all it's really about. Like I said, I started with weight, like, okay, I just want to lose some weight and see what happens. But then I started to understand so much more about this journey. Yeah. And now weight is probably the last thing on the list that has been done for me.
I wish there was a way, though, that we could be healthier and not lose so much. Honestly, I really do. Because, like, I was 220 when I started, and now now I am 160.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to lose a much more weight, but after this, I don't even mean but, like, at the end of the day, I don't want to lose much more weight. After this month, though, I'm going raw, because that's my mission. Because I did start off eating chicken and all that other stuff, and then I decided, once I did that 40-day fast, that I was done with anything that didn't that wasn't of me, and it wasn't for me. So I cut it out, and then I became vegan, and then I realized that wasn't good. Then I became vegetarian, and now I just really prefer to do raw, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then maybe, I mean, I eat way more fruit than anything anyhow. I love it. So I mean, it's hard to find healthy fruit, though, and it's hard to find stuff that is good for you, and people are confused. They're very confused on what is healthy and what isn't, and what we should eat and what we shouldn't eat.
Right.
I wanna touch base on the fact that people are throwing away some of the best parts of the fruit, and they don't realize it.
Right. Absolutely.
I really want to touch base on that, because you get more nutrients in the skin of some things.
Yes. But I think it goes with a lot of the misunderstanding is there's so much different information, people saying so many different things that it's hard. Like, oh, well, don't eat the seeds. I mean, eat the seeds. No, don't eat the seeds. Keep the seeds. Grow the, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, don't eat the skin. Eat the skin. You know what I mean? There's just any way you go, you have information that's saying it's bad. You have information saying it's good. So it's confusing people. So I always say, like, eat what you can get. Because I know a lot of people don't have certain things available in their area, which is sad. But a lot of times I can't find seeded grapes or certain things. I have to go looking around different stores, store after store, and looking, and I can't find it. Well, what else am I going to do? Go back to meat, or go back to eating how I used to eat just because I can't find a seeded fruit? Nah, that's not what it's about. But
so where are you located?
I'm located in California, about 2 hours north of Los Angeles.
Now, have you been to Michigan ever?
No, I haven't been to Michigan.
Okay, so I want to think that the fruit is different. I do. I just want to think the fruit is different because of climate. That's just something I think in my head. It may not be. I'm not sure.
It could be possible.
But it's hard to find real fruit out here. Like the bananas aren't normal.
Oh, okay.
If you're looking for ginger, the ginger root is fat and plumpy and stuff. And ginger root is supposed to be the size of your fingers.
Yeah, it's different though, huh?
Yeah.
I think here is California grows because we have like the climate and stuff. We grow a lot of our own fruit and stuff. I think don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure we grow a lot of fruits and vegetables and different stuff for a lot of the country too, I think.
And they're injecting stuff into our foods. So honestly, we gotta be aware.
It's all kind of stuff going on with our food, that we are unaware of, or they're just trying to keep us unaware of. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on.
And if you want to become a fruitarian, I'd suggest that you look at the codes on the fruit. Honestly, yeah. I don't. I'm not telling you I do. I would be lying if I said I did, because I don't even like going to the store because I don't like other people's energies. So I prefer someone to do it for me, because when I get home, I will be feeling overstimulated by everybody else's energy, because there's a lot of people out here that are heavy.
I get that.
So I try to avoid that for different purposes. And they don't look at the codes. They don't look at the codes. And if people really want to be real with this, look at the codes if you're going to the grocery store.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they matter.
Yeah, for sure. Those fours, those fours.
Stay away from certain numbers for real.
But when I'm able to, because like I said, in California we pay a pretty penny for our fruit. So when I'm able to, most definitely. But when I'm not, like I said, I won't. I'm not gonna give up or quit just because I can't necessarily afford, or I can't find a certain fruit. I'm gonna keep pushing, and I'm gonna keep going, just how I've been. So, but yeah, most definitely, if you can do it by any means. Do it by any means, for sure.
And try to grow your own, for real. That's the best way.
That's what I'm gonna try to get to too. Probably this spring, or sometime in there. Spring coming up, I'm gonna try to start getting into growing my own. That's the best way. You can't beat that, because you know what it is, you know what's in it, you know how it's growing, you know what you're doing to it. Like that's the best way.
So finish the comments, grandson. What's that say?
This is a little bit earlier when you were talking. Nicole Love, then again, said, yes, it starts with your mind.
Keep going.
Definitely.
Tabitha Atkins said, hey, y'all, I finally caught alive.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Faith Finds Fruit says, grand day, beautiful beings. And then Monet Brown says, bless the Lord. Tabitha again says, that's amazing, Cliff.
Oh,
thank you.
Faith Finds Fruit says, society has built fun around going to eat with every activity. So breaking from that is hard. It's possible, though.
Yes, keep going.
The Shira Day 2 Albums, I see you. Keep pushing.
The Shira Call Red Tillman says, I'm on day 2 of apples. Don't know what that means.
She's just eating apples.
Faith Finds Fruit, again, says they see it as too much weight being lost. It's more toxic waste being removed. The body rebuilds after it heals anyways. Monet Brown says, oh my God, how long did it take you?
To lose the weight, it took me 5 months right now. It's 5 months and counting. So we still going to forever on this.
And for me, it took me 40 days. I went on a complete fast. I didn't eat nothing for 40 days. And then I added stuff in at the day 35. So for me, it was
Okay.
just 2 months.
Yeah,
But I didn't lose as much as you. I just got rid of the parasites and the toxin that was within me.
yeah.
I lost
But
40 pounds.
they say men lose weight a lot easier and a lot faster than women.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I had to get rid of the parasites too.
for sure. And that was the worst part. That was the part that made me hallucinate and go through the withdrawals. Keep going, grandson.
Yeah, parasites
I
was
think
rough.
this might be a robot in here, but Miss, I'm not sure,
Just keep
not
going.
to judge, but Miss Mania Harden says amazing, an emoji. Linda Walker Tomlin says, that's right, son, let him know.
That's my mom right there.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Shannon Colleen Glover says, do we really need a certain amount of calories?
Not really. No, we don't
Mm-mm.
need a certain
No.
amount of calories. Honestly, that's a lie.
Yeah, no.
We're technically not even supposed to be eating food like that.
No.
So for people to think that you have to keep in this certain amount of calories, what I've learned is that the United States government wants to keep everybody suppressed and obese. They honestly do. So they're
right.
putting, they want to keep you in the lower vibration of your root chakra, and they want to keep it blocked. So they're putting all those colorful foods that are not good for you at the bottom of the shelf, cheapest, easier to grab.
Yeah. And we're trained to think that, or, you know, we're told that we need 3 meals a day. We need 2 or 3 snacks in between that. And that's just, you know what I mean? That's just not what it is.
They're telling us meat is good. They're telling us dairy is good. They're telling us to go drink from a cow. That makes no sense to me. I cannot wrap my head around any of that.
I never understood. That's one thing when I started to think like, so the crazy thing to me is we go as children, you know, 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years old, whatever it is, you breastfeed for 4 or 5 years or whenever, you know, whenever that is for you. And then you switch to cow's milk.
Yeah.
I never thought about it until I started this journey, but when I thought about it, it's just like, that doesn't make any sense. We
Not at all.
have human milk that's for humans, but then we switch to cow milk. I don't know. I just started thinking about it, and it just didn't make sense.
So my youngest grandson's a year now, and the doctors were pushing that formula so bad. It's not my kid, so I can't really say much. They pushed the formula so bad, and then now they're telling him they want him to go straight to whole milk, and they're letting that happen only because that I'm not a doctor, and what do I know?
Right. Yeah.
And then my grandson here, he's hooked on ramen noodles and all this other stuff, and
it's good.
And it's good. And it's not good for you. If you could fix your bathroom sink with it, you're putting that in your stomach and expecting it to break down.
But, you know, as a society, we just don't know. We just don't know. We've been lied to for so long. It's become a normal thing, and we just don't know, you know. So that's why we're here, for people to start to gain understanding and see and actually know what this journey does. And that, man, it heals. This journey heals. So I just want to use my journey as a testimony to people that this life heals. Like fruit, you don't need, you know, certain medications. And like you said, I'm not a doctor by any means.
Right.
But I've seen people with their own testimonies of things that they have healed on all fruit diets, and I have my own. So that's all I want to do, is use mine to show people that, man, fruit is such an amazing healer.
Yeah.
You get all of your vitamins, your minerals, and whatever else you think that you're going to miss out on. You get all of that. Food is just amazing. It's something that I didn't even know or understand was a real thing until I had to experience it myself.
Yeah.
And once I started to understand and learn and research and see and put that all together with my journey, I know what it is. Like I knew when I started that I was going to reverse whatever anything that was going on in my body. I didn't know when, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know how the fruit was going to do it, but I knew that it was going to happen without a doubt because of what I seen and the experience and just my faith in it.
And honestly, it's not even just changing your diet. You have to change your mindset. You have to change how you feel about things, because if you feel sick, you're going to be sick. If you keep telling yourself you're sick, you're going to get sick. If you tell yourself you're better, you're going to get better. So you have to work on you too. You can't just work on what you're putting in you. You have to work on what you're thinking and what you're putting out.
I think that's first on the list. Yeah.
For sure, because I was born with arthritis, and I had it really bad. And I was taking so many medications, and then I decided I wasn't doing that no more. And I've been in the medical field for over 20 years. I was a CNA, and I was a pharmacy tech. I got it. I know that side.
Right.
I know that side of the medical field for 20 years. I'm telling you right now, they're killing us. Okay? On purpose.
Yep.
I just became a Reiki spiritual healer and an herbalist within the last few years.
Wow, congratulations to you.
And I am about to be 50, and I don't hurt at all. I am on the ground with my knees up and everything. Now, 2 years ago, I would be like, oh my God, that hurts. Oh my God, I can't. I got to get up. I feel so good. I don't hurt no more. I don't have the arthritic pains. I don't. And what it is mucus. It's mucus built up in your body.
Yeah. Right.
And that mucus is causing so many problems within us. And people say, oh, get mucinous and do this and do that. That's not going to help you. If anything, that's going to dry it up and cause it to get infected. There's so many things we have to do, and we have to work within, and we have to start breaking away what wasn't of us to start healing us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
My bad. You just
read this comment. Read this one. Read this one.
Okay. Let's skip.
Read that comment, please.
Shannon Colleen Glover says your body can't even digest all that food.
Keep going now. Can you see that one?
Right.
So, that's right. Just go ahead, please.
Monet Brown says that's amazing, guys. I juice daily, but I still incorporate food. You guys got me thinking about doing fruits, veggies only. I may start 1-124. So
I mean, you can do it. You could do it. But I always say, do whatever it takes is the best for you to win. You know, do whatever is the best for you to succeed. So if it is juicing all the time, and maybe, adding fruit for one meal and, eat regular, however you used to eat, and then progress off of that. If that's what you got to do, then do that. Yeah. Just make sure you have a goal in mind to where you want to get, so you just don't stay there, because it's not.
Also, if you put a date on things, you got to stick to that date. Make sure that's a deadline for sure that you're going to do, because if not, then you're never going to trust yourself. So don't put a date on things that you're not going to really commit to.
Yeah.
Yep. Because what I've learned is once you date something, you're going to procrastinate and put it off and give it another date, and then another date, and another date.
Yep.
And two, and you have to make sure that you have a progression or a goal in mind, because if you just keep fruit and regular food together, whatever you thought you were going to get from the fruit, if you needed healing, if you needed energy, if you needed to get rid of arthritis or whatever it is, the fruit is not going to do it if you're still incorporating those other foods. So really make sure you have a plan to get where you want to go and a goal, and make sure your mind is strong if that's what you really want to do, because it's not going to happen for you how you think it's going to happen for you if you still have all of these things just together.
And if anything, it's going to give it the adverse effects. You're going to gain more weight. You're going to get more diabetes problems.
Yeah.
They're not even doing it. There's parasites in our food, and they're not even doing it. They're not even putting them in there. They're just naturally in there. Certain things aren't supposed to be in the refrigerator that we put in the refrigerator. What causes parasites?
Oh man,
just
anything, the water, tap water, whatever, there's so
whatever.
many. And I would encourage everybody to do a parasite cleanse, because
For sure,
man, it was so eye opening, but it was also like you feel the difference when they're out. You know what I mean? You see it, you feel it, you feel more fresh, you feel more refreshed, you feel more like the brain fog. It's just, yeah, I would encourage everybody to do a parasite cleanse if you can.
And I want people to have an understanding that, your body's supposed to naturally heal itself. It's supposed to recycle, and you're not supposed to smell. Your bowels ain't supposed to smell. Your armpits aren't supposed to smell. Your breath isn't supposed to smell.
Right.
And if you have any kind of odor within self, it's because something is causing it.
Something in there, and your body's trying to get it out.
It is. And people have to have another understanding that it's not going to fix everything until you fix everything. Because you got to really do it yourself. It's got to be, okay, you can't just say, I'm going to stop eating all this and then, still not work on you.
Right.
You got to also put the work in. You can't just not eat and not go to the gym, or not give yourself some kind of exercise, or not do something else. You have to do something else also to
absolutely
push the progress on.
That's a point. Yeah, everything works together. It all works together. What you eat, proper sunlight, exercise, so many things that there are. Sleep, and I'm not the best at that one. I struggle with going to sleep on time and wake. You know what I mean? I'm a night person. So, but all of that stuff, it works together for your best. So if one thing is off, then something might be off. If you're not getting the exercise you need, something might be off. If you're not eating right, something is definitely going to be off. If you're not getting enough sunlight or whatever it may be, there's all those things are like a chain link together that work together to ensure your optimal health.
So go to the next comment.
Monet Brown says, Miss Mamie Hardin, I know you're not a robot.
You shouldn't have said that.
Keep
going.
Faith Finds Fruit says coconut water is the closest drink to mother's breast milk, is full of life and nutrients. Yes, it is.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Miss Mamie Hardin says Monet Brown, thanks, Mom.
Keep going.
Juliana Aviel, Faith Finds Fruit, good to know.
Yeah, coconut water is amazing.
I want to put a pause on this for a second. I need to apologize for my 9-year-old grandson. Sometimes at 9-year-old, they have their opinion. So please don't take offense that he thought you were a robot. He doesn't know nothing. He's 9, for one. And for 2, this is the first time he's ever been on my podcast. Nobody's shaming you or calling you outside your name. He thought it was a bot. He didn't know. He doesn't know what's real and what's not. He's 9. We know you're not a robot. So I didn't need to apologize on his behalf, but please, he's 9. And he's a kid. Just keep going.
I've just seen bots a lot.
Yeah, just keep going. That's okay. Just don't say nothing. People are sensitive.
Monet Brown says, you better speak on it, girl.
And keep going. You see the next one? Whoops.
Miss Mamie Hardin says, congratulations.
Thank you.
Monet Brown says, you look amazing. Which fruits are good for arthritis? What fruits are good for arthritis?
A lot of things like ginger and stuff like that are actually anti-inflammatories, and they also pull. So you want something that's a puller that will take the fluid out of your joints.
Yeah.
So turmeric, ginger, thyme. There's a lot of things that you can put into your diet, and you don't even have to just eat it. Sometimes teas are the best thing. Sometimes just put it all in the water and let it sit there and boil and drink it or whatnot. But you got to think of something that's going to pull. So look for something that's anti-inflammatory, diuretic, just certain things that pull. Berries
are great. Berries are great for that. Your grapes are great for that. Your citrus fruits, lemons, limes, those are great for pulling. getting all of that out. So yeah.
And always add herbs with fruits. Never just do plain fruit. You don't just do fruit. You add herbs too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Herbs are a great supplement, a great sidekick.
Most of our medicine, this is what people don't have an understanding of. Most of our medicine has a derivative from a herb.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Tylenol and whatnot, they pulled stuff out of plants and put chemicals with it to cause their own thing. But most of it has a derivative from.
I was just saying this yesterday, that I bet you if you look at anything they made, there's something of nature in it. There's something from fruit, there's something from herbs, there's something from plants, somewhere in all of the medications and stuff that they're making. So yeah, why not just go straight to the source?
That's right. For Alzheimer's, all these things that will help reverse Alzheimer's is herbs plus the fruit ingredients.
Yeah.
You also have to incorporate the herbs though. If it grows in the ground, I promise you it's good. All of it is, from the root to the leaves to the plant, or wouldn't be growing there, because God don't mess up.
Right.
He's given us our medicine right then and there. He's given what we need.
When I seen people drinking stinging nettle tea, I'm like, stinging nettle leaf. I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? We drinking stinging nettle? And
it is the best for a lot of medication.
Oh yes, it's good. It's good. You want to get those kidneys, the adrenals going?
Yeah.
Stinging nettle. Stinging nettle will do it. It's good, but like you said, it's good.
Yeah. Dandelions, this is where they get you. They're like, kill that. I was saying the other day, I did a TikTok on this the other day. I didn't realize how the yucca root was so good for you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I had that plant, and that plant was insane, and there was no way of killing it. And that plant grew everywhere, and it took over everything in my yard. And I thought it was a weed.
We got a lot of stuff in our yards, right? That might be something that's beneficial to you.
Yeah. There's more potassium in a yucca root than there is a banana. There's more protein in a yucca root than there is in any meat.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And you can do many benefits with it. You can wash your face with it. You can use it as soap. You can use it as shampoo. You can use it as laundry soap. You can use it as tea. You can eat it like a potato. There's so many different benefits to things that we think are weeds, because that's what we're told.
Stuff that we're just like, oh, we need to get that out of here. It's making my yard look ugly, or it's making, this is not right. We need to get that out of here. But man, you might want to do that and save it.
If we think though, why are they pushing that on us? And when we find out Roundup causes cancer. Roundup's killing the dandelion. It will cure cancer and cause cancer.
You think about it like that, that's insane. That is absolutely insane.
That is insane.
Keep going. There's another one.
Monty Brown says, I already have the mindset. I have been juicing for 6 months. I try to eat by my blood type. Arthritis, HBP, and etc. runs in my family. Praise Jesus, I do not have any Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah. That's a blessing for sure.
Yes.
Keep going.
Miss Maney Harden says, my husband will be joining the juicing as well. He's 6'4" and he weighs 125 to 130 pounds. Wow, that's a lot.
No, it's not that small. Keep going. You don't have an opinion right now. 135 is small for as tall as he is. He's super, super skinny. Keep going.
I'm 6'7" and like 290, or 285.
Yeah, no, 130 is small for that tall. But go ahead.
What can he do to make sure he doesn't lose any weight? How could he gain weight? Chickpeas or what?
Yeah, chickpeas are actually a great way to maintain or gain. Avocados, that's my favorite fruit. I eat them all the time. When I started adding them in, I did have a little stall, my weight was kind of fluctuating up, and then it'll go back down and up and down. So if I really put in a regimen and really work that out right, I can maintain my weight or gain weight if I wanted to with avocados, chickpeas, quinoa, lentils are all good. Alfalfa sprouts or alfalfa leaf is amazing for maintaining your weight and gaining weight. So if you add those in, that would help you out. I don't know. A lot of people I see don't like avocados or whatever, but mix it in a smoothie or something. You know, put some alfalfa sprouts in there, some chickpeas. That's all good for maintaining weight.
And you need to add some nuts. I mean, nut is still a fruit. Nut is still part of the vegetable. Nut is important. So add some nuts also.
Pumpkin? Yeah,
so you could actually do, you can actually do nuts at nighttime even, and that will help put the weight on. So it depends about when you eat. You can put bananas and nuts in a smoothie at nighttime and drink it before you go to bed. I promise you, that's more protein and more everything's going to pack on the weight.
Yes, that will help you. That will help you. Yes, most definitely.
So just think about what they say that you want to eat before you go to a gym. Just eat it later at night. You still want to not put too much into your body before you go to rest, because then that causes more problems too. You still got to give yourself a leeway of time to allow the fast to kick in.
Yeah.
Just so things can run better, because nobody can put a bunch of gas in a car and let it sit there and then just decide to go to and shut it off and think it's not going to do nothing. It's going to smell and it's going to be hot. So same thing with your body. You can't put all that in there before you go to sleep. You're not going to sleep.
3 hours. 2 or 3 hours is probably,
it's efficient for sure. Yeah. But think about what you're eating at nighttime too. So if he does the potassium or the bananas and whatnot, keep that in the evening times. And then in the day and do the healthy avocado and stuff. Them are healthy fats. So look for the healthy fats.
Yeah.
That's going to break down and actually cause you to gain weight, plus make your blood flow, because it's all about how your blood flows and your oxygen throughout your veins flow in your body.
Yes.
Keep going. Good son.
Monet Brown says you're right. I had a cologne cleanse. I exercise and feed my spirit daily. That's good.
That's beautiful. Keep going.
Yeah.
Edgewood Dalla. Is that Dalla?
Yeah, just keep going.
I think
you said it right. It's Dalla.
Can you guys address the fact that money plays a huge part in being able to practice a proper holistic diet? Also, that we need to be aware that there is an overload of genetically modified fruit that are seedless, which you want your fruit to possess seeds. Yes.
So no opinion from you. Keep going.
So
we were going to address we did address earlier the fact that it is a money thing. There is certain things you can, though, that's free and cheap, like dandelions outside. You can make a dandelion salad. You can get a bag of beans and make sprouts and microgreens, and that is healthy, active living foods. There's things that are cheap that you can do. You just got to put the work into it. You can't just expect it to grow without putting the work to it.
Yeah.
So,
and I say,
go ahead.
I say, it gets expensive, you know what I mean? To really keep maintaining it. To juice, you got to buy big bulk quantities of fruit to really juice how you want to, and then to eat and juice at the same time. It gets expensive, but I just think about how much more expensive it's going to be if I just let my diabetes go to a stage where it was going to. How much more expensive would it be having me go to the doctor every week or a month or whatever it is that I would have been going? How much more expensive would it be to try to keep getting medicated for the 10 years of joint pain that I had before I started this? I mean, so we just got to compare it to how expensive the medical industry is to how expensive is that we are paying to do this journey. So,
and sometimes you don't have to juice. You can make smoothies, and you can separate the pulp from the smoothies on your own. with a cheesecloth or a stocking and just eliminate that. Juicing does take a lot of substance to get that juice out of it.
Right.
It's healthier though than when instead of going to the store and buying a thing of orange juice.
Absolutely.
It's a lot better for you in the long run. And it lasts longer because it's natural. They're not putting the chemicals in it to preserve it. So, like I said, though, there's cheap things like out in your front yard that you could eat. You can eat almost every flower that's wild. You just have to learn. So
And honestly, I'm not rich by any means,
No.
at all. And it's just a mindset. If you will it, you can do it. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens. This is the lifestyle that I want, so I am going to make it happen.
I'd rather spend $1 on a bag of beans and make sprouts or microgreens out of it and then buy that burger. That is not
right. You have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do to make whatever you envision happen. And that's just the bottom line. It's expensive, but it's possible.
Is expensive. It really honestly is. And that's what they want though. They want it to be more expensive because you're going to go to the doctors more. You're going to see them more. You're going to pay more money in the long run.
And I also found out that a lot of things that own like the stuff in the food industry is also owns a lot of the stuff in the medical industry. So it's all one big family basically. So yeah, that was a shock to me too when I saw that.
It's convenient though, because Edward Dollar is a truck driver. So cheap and convenient is what people look for when they're truck drivers. You can make your own stuff though, and it would be cheaper in the long run making your own stuff for a week's supply of stuff and just take it with you to work. It'd be better for your health. Keep going, grandson.
Faith Finds Fruit says, no, we love him.
Talking about you.
No judgment, we love him. The robot comment was cute. Thank you. I
apologize.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Edgewood Dalla says, man-made medicine is simply the nutrients from herbs and fruits that have been processed and infused with what is that?
I can't. Petroleum? Oh no. Yeah, petroleum.
Petroleum as a means to sell surplus petroleum. Monet Brown says, I take women daily vitamins. Spirulina? I think it's spirulina. And dandelion root. I also drink burdock root tea.
The women's supplements though, be careful.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't take anything over the counter and anything that comes from a factory, to be real with you. Them women over the counter supplements have a lot of benefits. They also have a lot of not benefits. So be extremely careful with that. You could go get some let me see.
I mean, even if you take out the supplement and do the burdock, dandelion, and spirulina, you're getting all kind of vitamins and nutrients from that are probably more than what's in the multivitamin.
The spirulina itself has every microorganism that you need in your body canceling.
I mean, the taste is different. A lot of people don't like it, but I don't mind it. Yeah, but even burdock root is an amazing one of the amazing ones. But dandelion, burdock, and spirulina,
black seed oil, that right there, that will help you too. There's a lot of things. Milk thistle is good for menopause and stuff. So there's a lot of things that you could put in your natural diets that will help you instead of getting those one a days. Sea moss, there's mushroom. There's a mushroom. I forgot the name of it on the tip of my tongue, but there's a mushroom herbal tea that will do good too. That has all the minerals you need.
I think
Magnesium.
is it rise?
I don't
I think it's
recall.
rise, but I know, yeah, mushroom tea. Yeah, that mushrooms have a lot going
Women and
on.
men need magnesium, zinc, and phosphite. It is however you pronounce that, whatever. We need that in our body though. So make sure you get stuff that has that in it. We're supposed to have healthy metals in us.
Yeah.
But yeah, get some black seed oil, get some milk thistle, get some there's just different things. I mean, the aftertaste isn't that wonderful, but the benefits are overcoming the taste. Seriously.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But I mean, like I said, everything's grown from the earth for us to eat and be nourished by. So I mean, I don't really take multivitamins. I don't do any of that either. Because everything that I take is from fruit, from the herbs, and it's enough. You know, I had my blood work done, and everything that I was done that I did was enough. You know.
Yeah. Soursop. Find some soursop. Soursop is amazing. It reverses cancer. There's over 7 cancers that it fights. If you want to inbox me or him, and I'm sure we can give you some advice too. I don't mind helping out. I have so many books, and you can Google anything.
Moringa, ashwagandha. Oh man, there's so many. It goes on.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That right there will help cancer too. So there's a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Gullion Glover says, I know you are a fruitarian, but what about vegetables?
Vegetables are great. I think I've heard various stories of people healing themselves with vegetables or with a higher vegetable diet than fruit. So I think vegetables are great. I haven't eaten vegetables in these 5 months, but yeah, I plan on my journey to add vegetables back in and just do it like that. Probably do 80% fruit, 20% vegetables. But yeah.
See, and when you want to heal yourself, you have to be dramatic at the beginning. You really honestly do. You have to reset your whole body. You have to give it that shock to reset it.
Absolutely.
So that's why he went on a fruit only. That's why he became a fruitarian, because he wanted to do a dramatic change and he had to help himself heal quick.
Because if you think about it, okay, how long have I been eating how I've been eating or doing what I've been doing? It's been probably, 25 or longer, 30, my whole life basically. Yeah. So it's not gonna be a quick fix like today, but you certainly have to do everything that you can in your power to make it happen. And once you do everything that you can in your power, it will certainly make it a lot easier and a lot faster for you to heal. I took every advantage of everything. Intermittent fasting, I only eat from 12 to 6. I eat twice a day. And after 6, I'm just drinking juice. I might have some tea. Before noon, I might have some tea. I might have some juice. But in there, I don't eat. I stop eating at 6. And then, like I said, all fruit. I was on berries, cherries, grapes for a month when I started. First of all, I started with 7-day water only fast. And then I did grapes, berries, cherries, all that. I went to watermelon and cucumbers for about 70 days. And then I did grapes for about 3 months, give or take. But I never really put a time on it really, or, a day to which is going to be done. But, I just kind of went off how my body felt, but that's really what I did throughout that's my journey. I pretty much mono ate all the way up until now. And now I'm kind of just, enjoying different fruits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to do everything you can to make it happen.
See, I'm still fasting from the night before. I do not break my fast until sometimes 1, 2, 3. It depends on what I'm doing throughout the day. I will still stay fasting. You're supposed to technically eat with the sun, they say.
Right.
I am a night person too, so I will fast still throughout the day, and then after I'm done with this, then I'll go make a smoothie, and then I'll have a salad, and I eat what the rabbit eats. I love all that, so I will go and eat all that stuff, and then I put fruit with my salad. and I already made smoothies yesterday in the freezer, so I just pull it out and I will drink that later. And I put some chai seeds in there for your vitamins too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's heart hemp health seeds.
There, that's also good for the amino acid compounds, you know. So
fenugreek is really good for Black women. It has the irons and vitamins that they need to, that will help with menopause and stuff. So there's a bunch of different herbs that you can add. I use flaxseed for a lot of things. You can put flaxseed and let it sit overnight.
Raspberry leaf is great for women, period. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I take a whole beet, including the root and the green. I eat it all. So I take the whole beet and I put it all in the smoothie.
I don't think I've ever had it, but I have to try it.
Good. And you put it with a bunch of raspberries. It takes away that bitter taste because the raspberries are extra sweet.
Right.
Add a couple dates to it. Put a shot of honey.
Dates? I just had dates for the first time like a week ago, and I'm scared of dates.
I use them as my supplement for sugars inside my smoothies. I use, when I make my own milk, I use dates. I use my own nuts, and then I use my own. I use the dates for the milk. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do that will taste really good together that will balance it, because beet is a very bittery taste. And when you're putting the green with it, it's going to be a ground earthy taste. So I don't peel it, nothing. I keep the skin on almost everything. When I do cut the skins off of the fruit and stuff, I put it in the freezer, and then later on I make a tea out of it. I put it on a big old pot and I let it boil for a while. And I'll drink that, because all the antioxidants, all the major vitamins and stuff are usually in the skin.
Oh yeah.
So I will make tea out of all that. Every part of a plant is
worth. Absolutely. When I peel my oranges, when I peel my lemons, all that, I let them dry out, grind them up, and that's what I'm drinking right now. If you can see, I got the flakes of my juice of my oranges and my lemons right in here, you know. So.
Yeah. And that's extremely good. It tastes really good, even.
That zest, yeah, you get that zest. It's good.
Keep going, grandson.
Okay. Edward Dalla says, I encourage anyone who wants to gain more knowledge on holistic living to follow Kai Awaken.
Oh yeah.
Awaken Geogenetics Detox Support Group.
Keep going.
Yeah. He's amazing. Yaki Awaken is probably the first person I started to watch when I was actually trying to see what was going on with the fruitarian diet or just eating fruit, period. He's probably one of the first people and one of the most knowledgeable that I've come across. And because again, he had problems in his life and he experienced them all from his own understanding. So he done the fruit, he done it all on his own. Like he said his kidneys were failing, all kind of stuff. He had a heart attack, he had this, he had that. And man, I believe he's a biochemist as well. So he already has that background. And man, I was just watching him a lot just to understand and learn what I need to do for my own journey. So yeah, he's definitely a person that you want to look into if you're ready to start this journey. For sure.
What? Keep going, Vincent.
Faith Finds Fruit says, that's why I love watermelon season. The abundance of juice from melons is, what does that say up there? Is beautiful. Monet Brown says, wow. Monet Brown says, I am no longer purchasing women's vitamins. Faith Finds Fruit says, we're shy mushrooms and lion's mane mushroom.
Lion's mane.
Maynard Brown says, noted. Thank you.
Rishi, Faith, that's it. That's the one I was thinking of.
What was it?
I think of the mushroom tea that
Which
we were
is it
talking
was
about. I think she said reishi.
Rishi. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Matthew Pierce says vegetables are good for rebuilding. Fruits are just the highest energy producers for humans.
Highest frequency, highest energy fruits, highest healing energy fruits. But yeah, veggies are great.
Mona Brown says that's me. 12,
28.
28.
Keep going.
Oh,
Erica Wright says, good afternoon, Cliff. Do you ever get cravings to eat the way you used to, or has eating fruit every day taken away those cravings?
to be honest, I probably haven't had like severe cravings like that for probably 2 or 3 months. It's not to say that I don't smell something and feel like, oh, that really smells good, because what we eat is connected to our memory and is connected to like how we feel in a lot of different ways. So it could take me back to a time or a moment, and that's all it takes. So I don't really get cravings that bad because my mind is already made up. But it's nothing to go back. So you have to stay on point. You have to stay like it's a thing where you have to tell yourself daily, like, I just have to keep doing this. But I don't really get cravings like that anymore. Like I said at the beginning, I used to get cravings. I used to watch things. I was almost making it bad for myself because I used to watch people make food and eat food and all this different stuff. But now I don't even. It's not even a thought on my mind. I can go hang out like at Christmas or at a birthday, somebody's birthday, or at a party or at a friend's house, and they're cooking, feasting, whatever they're doing, and the food is almost non-existent to me now. But yeah, it's always a moment where you could, like, oh, that smells good. I remember when I was doing that, and it might be a happy moment, or you might feel bad, and you know that food is there to comfort you. But
you gotta think of it though as an addiction. And with any addiction, no matter
absolutely.
what, you're gonna have moments where you're gonna feel weaknesses.
Most
The
definitely.
hardest thing is sugars. Sugars are always gonna come back to you and be like, hey, don't you want me? Don't you want
Right.
me? Ice
Yeah.
cream, anything that is something that you liked at one time that was a sugar. I like cheese, and that's why I never became full anything. And cheese is not good for you, to be real with you.
Right.
I like cheese, and that was my main weakness. And every now and then, if I see something, I supplement. So instead of eating like my I won't put dressing on my salads. I will put a yogurt, or I will put cottage cheese, which still isn't that great for you. So
Right.
you got to start and think that, when you slowly start cutting certain things out, you're going to cut away things that you normally like. So
Yeah.
you're always going to have that kind of, I want this. It's always going to be like, man, I really liked how that tastes with this. So
Yeah.
you're going to have cravings. You're going to have wants. You're going to have some kind of temptation.
Yeah.
It's
And for
all
me,
about think about where you came from. It's all about think about where you came from and how much better you feel now. And that's what's going to keep you from staying away from that stuff.
Yeah. And for me, it was sweets really bad. Like, yeah, it was sweets. But, whenever I had those cravings or I did any of that, like, I just ate more food, And
I'm
that's it.
lucky. I never even liked candy or nothing like that. I'm lucky on that part. There is certain things though, like I said, I love yogurt. I love different things, and they're not that good for you neither. So there's going to be certain things that you're going to be like, well, it is kind of healthy. Well, yeah, we ain't doing kind of healthy when you're trying to talk about health. You can't sometimes science. You got to think
Right.
about what's good for you and what isn't.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I'm gonna have to scroll down.
What is this? Read that, please.
I already did that.
But I have to go somewhere, but do you mind? I mean, I could do it on the move still, if that's all right with you.
No, you're okay. You can do it on the move. Keep going, Richard, please.
All right.
Monty Brown says beets are good for my blood type A positive. Miss Maney Harden says that is amazing about the skins. I did not know about that.
Yeah.
Colleen Judkins says, "Hey, Cliff." Tanya Pucci Coleman says, "Hello." And so far, there's no more comments right now.
Are you get ready to start your day?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm about to head out right now. But like I said, I can still
What to say? I missed.
still hang out.
It says, "I missed the skin comment. Can you repeat that?"
Okay, there's no part of your fruit that you should throw away. You should keep everything, including some of the leaves sometimes. On a strawberry, the leaves actually have more vitamins and nutrients than you could ever think.
Oh
Just
yeah.
make sure when you clean your fruit, make sure you clean it with baking soda and water and stuff like that. You really want to clean them good to get out the sprays that they put on them and the films they put on them. You have to realize though, there's not one part of anything that's bad.
Right. The strawberry tops, they actually have calcium, iron. You know what I mean? They're very, very healthy for us.
Yeah.
So very,
Mona
very
Brown
good.
says, "How do we follow you on social media?" She also said, "I just started following Cliff today."
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I am Kimberly Vertican on social media, or Unseen Twisted Truths. Actually, I should share this on my podcast or on my page. But nonetheless, just search Kimberly Vertican and you'll find me.
Tanya Pucci Coleman says, "Oh wow, I toss leaves all the time."
Yeah, that's often the best part.
Yeah.
I mean, well, not the best part as far as eating it goes, but probably the best part as far as your nutrition. The value that it has is probably the best part.
Yeah, and people don't realize also that from the root all the way up, any time something grows from the root all the way up has so many beautiful benefits.
Yes.
Beautiful benefits. You can use it for tea, tincture, salves, anything that can heal you.
Yeah.
If you don't like the leaves of certain things, let's say you're gonna eat some or drink some milk thistle tea, and you got some leaves that you don't want to use inside the tea. That's good for a salve. That takes care of burns and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can make a salve, a tincture, or whatever with it. So just think every part of the plant is beneficial to you because every part of the plant has a healing property.
Yeah, from the seed to the root to the leaf to the all of it, everything.
Bananas, you can take the skin of the bananas and you can use that to whiten your teeth.
Oh yeah.
There's certain different things that are really benefiting for our body that we don't realize. Back in the day, they didn't throw things away. And what they did throw away, they put in compost. So it was always going to be recycled.
The circle of life.
Keep going, Gussie.
Tanya Pucci Coleman says, "Hi, Kimberly. I came across Cliff last week. Glad to be here. Won't be tossing them anymore."
Perfect. Knowledge is power. Hey, I didn't know everything I know today, neither. I learn as I go. And what I also learned, when I start becoming a certain person, I start attracting like-minded energies.
Absolutely.
And we all of a sudden just start coming together as a collective whole. And love and unity is what this world is lacking. So I love you and I appreciate you for tuning in and trying to do better for you, because that's what it's all about. Self-love and loving thyself. This world needs more love.
6 months ago, before I didn't even know what fruitarian was. I didn't even know that just eating fruit alone was a thing, you know. And now, just in this short time, I've learned so much and met so many people along my journey, and that's important. Community is important, like you said.
Yeah.
You meet so many people that are amazing and that can help you and show you and teach you different things. It's just amazing. I can't even imagine that I didn't. It's hard to think that I didn't know, like, that this was a thing just 6 months ago. Like, because I started kind of like a research phase for about a month where I didn't even eat fruit all the way yet, but I was just kind of checking it out, and I didn't even know. It blew my mind.
And I didn't know of you until Bradley brought you to my attention. And Bradley's like, I've been trying to talk to him about coming on the podcast before, when you first started your journey. And
Okay.
Bradley is from Gorilla Hustle. I don't know how Bradley come across you, but Bradley told me to message you and get a hold of you and have you come on to be a part of it, because the world needs to know this. And I really wanted to do it before the new year, because everybody's putting out these New Year resolutions and stuff like that.
Right.
You don't have to wait till
Not
tomorrow to start loving yourself today correctly.
Not at all. You'll be what, a week ahead. You'll be a week ahead if you start now, you know, so might as well start now.
And sometimes, listen, see, we're Capricorn, so we're not going to half-ass stuff, and we're not going to slowly work ourselves to it. We're going to go full bore. I never did a fast. I did 2-day fast one time, and I was like, you know what? I did 2 days. I can do 40.
40.
And that's what I did. And that's how Capricorns do, though. That's what we do, though. We go extreme with shit, or we don't do it.
I can't speak for all of them, but I know for me, that's what it is.
Me too. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to jump out that airplane. I'm just saying.
Right. Most definitely.
Miss Manny Harden says, will there be more podcasts like this of you both? This is new knowledge I didn't know. Thank you.
Appreciation.
If you want to come back on the show, you can come back on the show. See, Unseen Twist the Truth talks about the unseen twist and the truth that nobody wants to talk about.
Anytime.
I'm all about uplifting, love, and support, and it starts with self always. So I want everybody to start loving themselves correctly.
And that's what I'm all about. I just want, like, my journey is my journey. I did what I did to get myself healthy, but this is stuff that people need to know. Like, I just want people to have the knowledge to take their own power and health back. That's all I want to do. So anytime you want me to come back, I will be happy to come back.
See, I have Fridays open. You work certain times, so I have Fridays open. We can do a show on Fridays, and we can call it like Feeding the Soul Friday or something. We can call it something where we talk about healthy living on Fridays.
Well, I'm definitely down for that. Maybe Friday might work if it's like, you know, about the same time, maybe.
We'll get together and we'll talk about it. For sure. This ain't our last conversation. So we'll get together, we'll talk about it, and we'll find out what works best for us. Saturdays I have Twisted Radio during the daytime. I don't have nothing in the evenings. If 3 o'clock's at a good time though in Eastern Standard Time for on Facebook in the at my charts. When I look on my charts, my analytics, this time is a good time for people usually to catch the show. So
I'm definitely with it. I just, like I said, I want to spread the word to people. I want people to be able to, people that are facing any kind of health issue, anything that they need to heal from, I trust and believe that the fruits can do it. Like, it's possible. I know.
Sure. No, for sure. Look at Dr. Sabi.
Anybody? Oh, go ahead.
Dr. Sabi said you can heal yourself.
I believe it. I believe it because I've done it. You know, I did it. So, man, it's anybody who just needs some extra energy, or even if you just want like a peace of mind to know that you're eating the best that you can eat. Man, I just want people to know. That's all I want. And I want to inspire. I want to motivate people. I want to encourage them when they start. You know, that's all I want to do is give people the push that they need to do it, for lack of better words, you know. But
it's not easy though, honestly, and we all know it's not easy. That greed, that temptation, that evil, that lower vibrational stuff is fun. It's fun, but at the end of the day, it's heavy. So you got to think about, is it worth it? It may be temporarily fun, but in the long run, you're gonna get you're gonna feel the benefits from it in a bad way.
Right.
It's gonna be heavy on you. So just because it's fun doesn't mean it's worth it. What's the last one?
We have one up here that says it was for Cliff that I wanted to read, but it got past. It's torn right up there.
Read it.
It is Tanya Pucci Coleman says today is day 1 of no cravings. This is for Cliff.
Oh,
My
no.
A1C is a little elevated, so I definitely need to stop. So I definitely need to do this and stop self-sabotaging. Monet
Most
Brown.
definitely. Hey, you could do it. You could do it too. I believe. I believe.
Monet Brown says absolutely. Tanya Pucci Coleman says, so I've done a raw diet before a few weeks and felt my best ever. Felt my best ever. Skin was clear, no back or knee pains. 50 felt dirty. Yes, making this about me. I take better care of others than myself,
Always.
but now it's my turn and my time.
Facts.
It is. Right now. Right now.
Caroline
It's yours.
Demery says you're doing it. Love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's your time. It's your time. Like, it's still my time. I'm doing my thing, but man, when you start, it's your time. That's your time. Like you said, you take care of everybody always more than yourself, but it's your time for you now. Like, it's your time for you to take your health back. You know, make sure you're doing all right. Make sure everything around you's good. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I learned the hardest thing was to properly love myself. I mean, 50 years of loving everybody else over me was so much easier. And then when I started putting myself first, it was lonely. But at the end of the day, it was worth it because the universe removed what was not of me constantly. It continues it too. And I'm able to sleep better, manifest things. I'm able to get into my divine self of my Christ-like conscious. So it's all about clarity. I don't have that fog state. And I was able to see things for what its true value is.
And when you really love yourself, like when you really learn to love yourself, that it shows you how to love better, even like, everybody else. So it just makes you understand love better, I guess.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I'm trying to say.
Go ahead.
But you have to love yourself.
Yeah.
Faith Finds Fruit says Cliff is taking us on the magic school bus right now. Yo.
I'm taking you on my journey. What do you mean? We're going on my journey. Now you thought this was just a fruit journey?
Monet Brown says Tanya Pucci Coleman, period. Tanya Pucci Coleman says, I wouldn't normally engage and just troll, observe, but I know I need the support and encouragement and want to be involved and receive the support from you all.
Yes, for sure. I'm really good at being a what's it called? A accountability partner. So I got you. I got you completely. I will help you love you more because I will see the beautiful in you and remind you what a queen goddess that you are.
Yeah, you can tap in with me too. I try to make sure I respond to everybody. I answer all the questions that I can because I don't want anybody, like, I'm really about showing people and giving people information. Whatever I have to give, I'm willing. So you can tap in with me, and sure. I'm pretty sure I won't leave you on red. I won't leave you stuck. I will answer your questions if I can. It might not be immediate, but I'll get to it. Because I want to see people successful. That's all I want. I want to hear people say, hey, you know what? I reversed my diabetes. You know what? Hey, I beat cancer. I did this. I did that. All this stuff. I want to see that. I want to hear that and know that the community is growing and not even just the community itself, but the knowledge and understanding of what we do is growing. And I want that. I want that. So tap in with me. I'm here. I'm here.
For sure. Go ahead, Kristen.
Tani Pucci Coleman says it's crazy how we pretend to love ourselves and hide the depression behind the smiles and activities. Wow.
It's true though. That's every day. I made a post recently saying, you know, I'm crying and dying inside, but I say I'm okay, and nobody knows. Everybody who's strong does this though.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody who's strong puts on that fake face for others.
True.
Tanya Pucci Coleman says at Monet with a little bit of emojis. Tanya Pucci Coleman says at Kimberly, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Okay.
I've seen that so many times. Yes. Thank you so much.
So I love how my grandson says your name, just to let you know. He says it so beautifully. What's that?
What it says. Tanya Pucci Coleman says at Cliff, I want to succeed. Thank you also.
Absolutely, you're welcome. Like I said, I'm here. If you just need encouragement, I'm here. Like that's probably one of my favorite things to do is just see somebody that's been doing it a day or two or three, and really just give them encouragement to keep going. You know,
Yeah.
I love to do that because I feel like that gives you an extra. I don't even know what to call it, but it just gives you that extra, like, okay, yeah, this is right. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be at, and I'm gonna keep going. You know,
it's your boom effect. It's your boom effect, my love. It's your boom effect. We put out what we get in return as our blessings. That's our boom effect. So we're gonna continue doing it because we see other people feeding from it.
I love it, and it encourages my own journey, you know, to see it. So I love it.
Me too. Go ahead.
Miss Rainey Harden says, I just want to become healthy, have no health issues, and help my family and husband as well. I'm ready for a change. Been overweight for too long. Faith Finds Fruit says, but being in your lows and showing people that you're not perfect shows humility, and that's beautiful.
I have a whole theory on that, though. To be honest with you, I am perfect. I'm not going to go around and call myself a goddess if I don't say I'm perfect. A perfect image made me, so why wouldn't I be perfect? Doesn't mean that I don't have times where I could be less than for myself. I'm not going to put the agreements that someone else gave me that says that I am unperfect, though, because I'm perfectly made. I just once in a while make mistakes, but I'm perfectly made. And they're only mistakes to me. They're not mistakes to nobody else because nobody else can judge me. It's all about how I see myself. Continue.
Tanya Pucci Coleman says he's doing a great job. Thanks for reading.
Aww.
You're welcome.
He is, though. He is.
My eyes don't work.
Miss Mania Harden says, good job, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Monet Brown just actually posted a comment saying W2G with clapping emojis.
Way to go.
Tanya Pucci Coleman says Kimberly perfectly, fearfully, and wonderfully made sis.
Yes, you too, Queen Goddess, you too. So I appreciate everybody tuning in and start loving yourself today and start loving yourself correctly. Cliff, what do you want to end it with?
I just want to say that I believe in everybody's journey. If you're ready, don't wait till the first. Don't wait for New Year's to do it. Just start now. And whatever will unfold as you keep going. It might take a little bit at a time, but that's what it takes. If you got to do it little by little, then do it little by little. If you can jump right in, I dove right in, and just said I'm doing it, and I did it, and I'm still going, I'm still learning, I'm still growing. But just start. And if you need encouragement, you need help, I'm here. I know Kimberly's here if you need it.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch. There's communities. There's so many different groups that you can add, that you can join to learn and understand. Man, it's just been a beautiful journey so far, and I still got so much more to go.
Cliff.
And man, I'm just here to present my journey to everybody and let them see how I did it. And just if you need help, if you need anything, I'm always I try to always be available. But no, I really do though. But trust me, I believe in you. You can do it. Let's grow this community. Let's get people healed. Let's help people grow in understanding.
Oh.
And that's it.
AMBE.
That's really it. I appreciate y'all. Kimberly, I appreciate you for having me. Like I said, anytime you want to have me back on, I'll come. So
Hold on.
I'm for it.
VERTIG.
And then do we tell them about the Twisted Radio?
No. So I appreciate you coming on, and we'll have to get together and make it so that we can start passing the word on more. Make it a Capricorn thing or something. We'll have to come on and do something.
We'll figure it out.
Love your testimony.
Anyways, may everybody's night be full of positive energy and high vibrations.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in too. Man,
peace and love, and starts with today. So start loving yourself correctly. And you know what? You might need to go pick up the book, The 4 Agreements, because a lot of things that I've learned was mental. And once I stopped taking people's agreements upon as my own, I was able to heal myself. So you got to stop thinking that something's wrong with you. Just because this world doesn't see you perfectly doesn't mean you're not perfect. So it's all about how you love yourself from within.
Yeah.
Just give all right back.
Most definitely.
So I thank you, and I thank grandson, my this is my teammate, my heart, my love for coming on and helping me. I thank you for coming on, Cliff, and I thank everybody for tuning in and watching.
Absolutely.
Stay blessed and enjoy your day. Positive energy and high vibrations. Ashe, everyone.
Yes, peace.